what's going on artistically towards your artwork?
I was in a car accident about 7 years ago. Lying in a hospital bed, high in morphine and all that, I just kind of realized that life is really short. Most of my inspiration has to come with somewhat of a fear of immortality, and also a drive to try and fit in and help my fellow artists as well. There is no absolute concrete reality or even a notion of truth, or there's actually no absolute period. So with that in mind, I'm creating these paintings where the meaning is completely open-ended. I think my biggest fear would be I get stuck in the same rut that I'm here. I get stuck working at a bar. My mental process. Well, you wake up and you do exactly what you did the day before, unless you didn't like what you did the day before, in which case you change something. I think there's with my generation, there's this problem that I found in a couple of my fellow artists, and for a long time I believe it too. It's just like, you're gonna wake up one day and all of a sudden your album's gonna be platinum, or you're gonna have some millionaire knocking on your door and give you, millions of dollars for your painting. I don't think that happens in our society anymore. I think a lot of people get a smaller amount of fame, but a lot more people share it, and a lot more people are able to succeed at it. This is more than just working on art, but also working on the business aspects of art, and learning how to live with just having a day job, because, I mean, it's going to take time to get exposure. Obviously, everybody, no one really wants to have a day job. Day jobs just suck. That's the nature of it. But what am I going to do? Not pay rent? Move back in with my mother's house? So I went out and I found the best paying job I could. Which really kind of brings me to something I wanted to talk about earlier. Paradise Cafe. An interesting mistress, don't you think?
Do you care to show the world your scars?
Sure. Alright, so this is a small one. They didn't know why I was bleeding internally, so they decided just to open me up and found out I had ruptured spleen and a ruptured bladder. 32 staples in that one. And then in this one right here, this is where they put my hip back together. I guess it goes down to about here, so nice little T-shape. And that's where I got 3 plates and 70 some odd screws.
Wow. So what was the accident?
Oh, I took an illegal U-turn in a Beetle, and a car that was supposedly only going 25 miles an hour, a mid-sized luxury car, hit me, T-boned me in the exact right spot. Pretty much their headlight in the corner driver's side hit me right there with only very thin aluminum door protecting me. At the end of it, after I saw my car and everything, after I got out of the hospital, my driver's side seat was only about this big. If it wasn't for the fact that my seatbelt broke, they said I would have just died. Luckily, that seatbelt had been fucking up for a while. Everything that I've incorporated into the show is almost like an accumulation of everything I've learned since I've taken art seriously in the last 7 years. There's a portrait of Dax Pearson in there, for example, who he was a huge influence for me because he was involved in a very serious car accident about 6 months before mine. And he was left completely paraplegic, and he played the keyboards, but he didn't let that stop him. He still plays the keyboards today, and he still programs with Adam Dose One Tucker. And I just kind of figured, if he could do it, all I got to bitch about is a leg cramp.
So tell me, where are you going?
I'm moving to Oakland.
Oakland, California.
Yeah, I just want to... Been in Austin for 23 years now, and I have nothing against the city. I absolutely love it, but I've been told my entire life that you appreciate it a lot more after you move and come back. So I'm going out to Oakland. The idea is to work for a year, become a California state resident, then finish up going to school, getting my BFA in painting. Society is a spectacle.
Spectacle.
This book changed my life.
Nice.
It made me realize that everything is a big joke.
Yeah. Would you say it's a difficult identity for any artist to do art and survive?
I think how an artist survives is more about their character than anything. The most important thing to remember as an artist is that you're supposed to be a creative person, so be creative about everything. You can let something like bottle up in yourself for so long, and then eventually it's going to get released. With that in mind, there's the old saying that there's two dogs that live inside of you. There's an evil dog and there's a black dog, and the one that you feed the most eventually devours the other. I don't buy into that bullshit. However, I will say that what you choose to accept, the world to put inside your head, is going to build up.
Inside your veins,